Good afternoon, Justin.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Going good.
Yeah, I'm here to see what I can do to support you. So, why don't you give me a quick update on your journey, as well as what are anything that I can do to help?
Yeah, so currently right now, update on my journey is that, I was expected to launch earlier this year, but um having that shipment issue where I forgot to do the FBA label, and that kind of, got me kind of pretty much like back to the whole shipment thing. So currently at the moment I'm working with UPS and my supplier on getting all that situated as of right now. Over the weekend or on Friday, I called UPS and they were able to submit 11 more claims regarding the situation. And I asked them if they can consolidate it into one big claim, and they said they couldn't. So right now, I currently have 12 claims open up, and I'm currently working with my supplier back and forth on, getting everything else situated. If UPS and Amazon can't really find out what the goods are at in the warehouse, then they would, then UPS said that they are held responsible for giving me the full refund. And then pretty much from there, I would have to restart the shipment or the bulk order as we speak. So that's part of the journey. It's a lesson learned, and I'm not upset or anything about it. It's just, it's part about when you're trying to start a business, and all that too. Things don't go expectedly the way how you want things to be going to at the moment. So that's where I'm at in the journey right now, as we speak. But I do have, like, I'm just grateful for having, your support, as well as like all the other mentor support along this journey too as well. It really did help me go in the right guidance, especially you know in the situation where I'm in right now with the shipment. At first, because I didn't know what to do, that's when until Han, Jamie, you, and everyone, really came in and really helped me out, and got me going into the right path. At first there was some arguments between me and my supplier, but we were able to figure it. We were able to finally get things going in the right direction. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now in my journey.
That's good. What you did well was that you have a positive mindset because with those situations, it's out of our control. But the best thing within control is what are possible, as well as what are the things that are in our control and how we can overcome it. Because you
Yeah,
stated the right fact, which is not everything in life would go as expected, and that's the reality in business as well.
yeah.
And the best way is always like, how can you um, prepare for
Hmm.
what's worse in the future?
Yeah,
So
it's, yeah.
you did
When you told me, what's that, Justin?
no, I said you did well.
Yeah. When you told me about that, yeah, yeah, when for me, it's like when I did encounter this UPS shipment thing, it was frustrating, and I did wanted to, like, abandon ship, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't do that just because I put so much time and effort into this. It's like me feeding, it's like a baby, pretty much, like you said. I remember you said something like, we're constantly feeding, and we're feeding us until building that foundation, no matter what hiccups comes our way too. And it really applies to me in life too as well. Like for me right now, like I'm facing like a lot of things that, like, like I might have gotten scam on something, but at the end of the day, I don't take it as like, oh, I'm stressed out because of this. It motivates me to work even harder, just because, like, like I look at, like, like my friends, like you, like, like if you guys been in worse situations than I have, and you guys made it out, like you guys got to the other side, like, yeah, we gone through, lawsuits, losing money and all that too. What is there to stop me from, getting to where you guys are at, when you guys were, when I was probably in the same shoes as you guys are as of right now. So it really does, I take it more like that. Like yeah, it just motivates me to work harder, think more outside the box, as well as like if I do encounter the same issue with UPS and Amazon, I have a better understanding on how to go about tackling it. As well as like if other mentees, in the community does encounter something like this, I do have my experience to share, and they can always. It's just nice to be able to share my experience and also provide guidance as well on what to do. Just because I've gone through this and I know what like what to expect and how to guide them in case if they lose their goods, in case if they lose the entire shipment or something like that. So it's just yeah, it's like I feel like it's my way of being able to give back in a sense. Yeah.
That's good. And I really, um, I think that you already have a good millionaire mindset because what makes a person successful is not the knowledge that they have, but the perseverance as well as the perspective and mindset. Because I think you have the right mindset now,
Yeah.
and it just really come down to pushing through, and things would always get better. Because right
Yeah.
now, whenever I go through something, it's either a blessing or a lesson, and most importantly, if I'm already in the middle of hell, um, giving up isn't an option because you have to keep moving. Because life don't get easy. We just get stronger.
Yeah, that's what that I definitely agree with you on that. Just because like what I'm facing right now, like yeah, I might have gotten myself into a situation that I never expected myself to get into, but at the same time, if I didn't get myself into this situation, I wouldn't be working twice or nearly three times as hard to get to where I want. Like putting more, like I might, like yeah, I'm like right now, like yeah, I could be working two, three jobs, but at the same time, I'm putting a lot more effort into building the Amazon business. I might like no matter how busy I am, I always still try to make time, regardless of what the hour is, even if I gotta lose sleep. Because I like the way how I see it is like like yeah, suffer now, suffer, go through hardships now, and then and it might take what 5, 6, 7 years. You sacrifice all that time, and then when it finally comes, you can finally get to ease off on the gas a little bit, but at the same time, you still want to keep going. And I still and I use that mindset at the gym too, especially I realize that when you're in the gym, your environment really impacts, who you are overall. I witnessed it firsthand and experienced it firsthand, especially when I went to like a lower quality gym. I can definitely sense that not everyone there was really motivated, not everyone there was really into working out versus when I went to like my main gym that I go to, everyone was there focused, ready to work out. So it definitely, being in your surround environment, um, it definitely helps a lot too as well. As well as just having like the support from everyone, regardless of background, and all that too. Yeah. Because I remember when you had that motivation class that like I think like a couple Saturdays ago, it really I would say it really like relit like a spark, a flame inside me that was sparked in like a long time. So when I heard that, like it really did motivate me a lot more, and I really went aggressive from there at that point. So yeah, ever since then I've been just going aggressive on all the things. If I gotta pick two jobs, three jobs, to get to where I'm at, I'm willing to do what it needs to take to get there. So yeah,
That's good, brother. We're raising a warrior
yeah,
here. So,
we definitely are.
all right. So, yeah. So it seems like you already have a good mindset. And right now, I would say focusing on what are in your control. I would
Yeah.
say number one, write down the problems and document it because every
Hmm.
successful entrepreneur that I know, they're always documenting what are the um, downside of the business in themselves because every niche is different, every
Yeah.
business is different. So document number one. Number two is write down what are your possible solution right now because let's say, for example, if you were to look at your competitor and knowing that your product will start, let's say, picking up soon or in the hot season of selling, you
Yeah.
do not want to waste on that wave. Think of it like surfing. When you know
Hmm.
that the wave is coming, you would have to find a way to paddle, or if you already lost your, let's say, flip out or
Yeah.
surfing board, you would have to find a way to get back to it, or you have to hang on, or to borrow from someone to surf that wave. That's wave opportunity.
Hmm.
So number two is right now, what are the possible options for you to kickstart the journey so that you don't have to keep waiting, and you don't have to go with like 200, 300 unit or whatever. Just
Yeah.
start with, say, 50 to 100 units that you can order extra, because knowing that when you ship the product, um, UPS can already hold like themselves accountable. So
Hmm.
regardless, you're gonna get the reimbursement back. So right now, it's just like, how can you not wasting on opportunity cost, which is time, and just start stacking up your reviews, small and slowly and gradually. But it allow you to be able to see whether the product offer, the product bundle that you put together was a good fit for the market. And if it's not, you know that you only have 100 unit testing, and you can always come back and improve on it. Because
Yeah.
sales and market demand has been proven by the market, by your competitor number. So may as well just make the best of your situation and waste no time. Yeah. And
Yeah.
not only you, if I were you, that's what I would do. But not everyone is the same. Some people may not have the funds to start with 100 units,
Hmm.
200 units, whatsoever. So it really comes down to you have to make a decision yourself.
Yeah. I know. I definitely agree with you. Like not everyone really have the funds. Like for me, like right now, like yeah, I don't have the funds, to place 100 units for to do a small launch. To kind of really test the market out at the moment. But it just mostly motivates me to work even harder. Like that's why I'm currently picking up a second job, wherever it takes to get there, regardless of what situation I'm in, as well. Like you say, focus, work on this, like one step at a time, focus on this before jumping into the next one. Because if you jump from one task to the other task when you're not done, it kind of, you're not really getting any work done. So it's like you're kind of bouncing everywhere at the place at the moment. Um, but yeah, um, that's how I would see it. And all that too as well.
That's good. So I would say stick to that plan, but at the same time, don't forget to continuously improve your credit limit,
Yeah,
because um, eventually you cannot work to save to start. You have
yeah,
to build credit and then use your credit to be able to launch the business or whatsoever.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Pretty much.
working
Yeah.
and saving is not going to be optimal for you long term. Does that
Hmm.
make sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like, in the beginning, like it might be okay-ish, but eventually, when things are, picking up and rolling, that's when you would have to start, leveraging, the bank's money to, fund your business, or reach out to, business fundings, venture capitalists, as well, to get, even more funding. So pretty much like in a way, you use people's money to fund your business without you leverage people's money without using your own money, in a way that because that's why I noticed is that the people who are successful, they leverage other people's money instead of using their own money to get to that stage or to get to the next stage, going from there too as well. So that's what I kind of am currently doing right now. I know that I do have like a couple of friends and family that are interested in investing into my business. So um, So it's just nice that I got the support from everyone as well. So there's some leverage going into it as well.
That is, yeah. So,
Yeah,
so final action item for you is beside writing down and documenting there's hiccups that are inevitable, which is coming from the shipment itself. But
yeah,
other than that, I would say UPS already take on responsibility.
hmm
Just make sure that you write down the plan of action. What happens next when you able to, let's say, retrieve, like write out different scenarios and start drawing a mind map and
yeah,
execution. And that is one of the very crucial skills for any capable and successful founder is to be able to create different scenarios as well as mapping out, planning out the next steps. Okay. So once you
got
write
it.
out that plan, 70% of your project has already been completed. And the remaining is just like execution once things are clicking.
Yeah.
You know,
That really, yeah, yeah, that really makes sense. So that way, like, when you told me about that, writing it down, it really does give us, it really does, like, gives a different point of view on seeing what scenario can really turn out to be. If, yeah, if UPS and Amazon were able to locate my goods, then I can go ahead, continue on, focus more on the listing, focus on getting reviews, going that direction. But versus you can also come up with a scenario. Okay, if they lost the goods, I get refund. I would go back to my supplier. We would, coordinate the next set of orders. And have a checklist as well. So I really like the fact kind of you told me like like write it down so that way there's different scenarios you can kind of play out. So you're like it's like when that time comes, it's like I'm more prepared um, to expect, so that way I'm not caught off guard on what is the outcome as well.
that is correct. Great
Yeah,
leader, great CEO, a great planner. So always try to write down, plan ahead of time.
yeah.
So good job.
Thanks,
And
Justin. Yeah,
yeah,
and I'm just glad to be on this journey and to be where I'm at right now, especially with my Amazon journey, but also with my fitness journey. When I started joining the program, I was like 140 pounds. I dropped down to 120, but now I'm currently at 130 because I'm currently bulking. But yeah, it's yeah, it's both the journey and the gym journey. Both Amazon journey and gym journey has been a tough one, but I'm just glad that I was able to push through it, with everyone's support. So it's looking back at it, like I don't think I would have made it if I haven't had everyone's support and just keep going through as well.
Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share this with people that you want to empower them to start their own Amazon journey. And if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comments. And one last thing that I want to share is, as I'm filming this video, it's already in March and close to the end of March. Another year is about to passing by. Don't just wait for opportunity to fall to your lap. You have to start it. You have to follow your dream, and that's how you're able to build your dream life. And one of the quote that we can take away is, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, and the second best time is today. So start taking action and check out all the free tutorial in the video description or in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace for now.